Happy to come in late and come in clutch, and he was magic at that. That team back then, I wish we could have had them more on land, more in international Counter-Strike. The penalty didn't lock him away. And I wish that, unfortunately, he never felt the need to leave, because I feel that Furia could have been one to do even more damage than the Current. But speaking of Current, let's get back into this one here. Nuke, pistol round, T-side start for Vitality. The odds ever so favoring them as the door swings open. And Spinks has a little bit of a looky-loo.
Yeah, with that door open, it serves the same purpose as the nade. Now, with a lot of noise towards the wrap, you can see Henny's going to be taking cursory glances. Dupree's already down. Lockers and Turtle was unprepared for that. The speed of the first frag, and there's just two more from Magisk. He makes it 3 with Spinks' help, and now with Dupree first putting the bow on it, tying it up tight. That is a very, very bad sign of life from MIBR.
Yeah, not the way you want to be starting here. Not a single pistol round in this series thus far. And I think here, if I want to try and build on a little bit of something, it's a discussion to be had around Dupree. There's a lot of critique on this individual, especially with Jack standing in for Vitality during EPL, during the group stage, right? So there was a lot of conversation about that, and I think that conversation will continue if Dupree has maps like he just had, even though they won. I think people need to kind of have a bit of a shift in their mind about him as an individual. He's no longer a star player, but he still needs to contribute if Vitality want to be winning the major or winning events. He can't be absent, right? So there's a difference of him dropping 30, but he needs to make sure that he's delivering. And while delivering, Magisk quickly with the Mac 10 leaping into 2. The watermelons explode and the save, well, it's on.
Yeah, that's got to feel good.
Why are they interrupting me talking about Dupree for that?
Well, I mean, you interrupted yourself,
I did. I could have just kept talking about Dupree. Yeah. But yeah, he's getting a lot of flack.
He is getting a lot of flack, and I think it's, you know, it's also one thing that is easy to neglect, which is that, you know, when you're playing in the team as a full component, you're working towards the goal. The goal.
Yes.
When you're Jax, you're just working to not be in the way.
Yeah, you want to help the team win, but you know, you're not as integrated, right? You're there to do a job. Dupree's obviously there to do a job as well, but has a little bit of a different viewpoint on all of that.
Yeah, certainly. More integrated to the project, but I mean, there is no denying that what Jax brought in terms of the individual mechanics and some of the, you know, frags that he was finding were frags we haven't found from Dupree. And that's like, you know, that's why at an eye test, you know, it's easy for the viewers at home to sit there and to go, it's so simple. It's a 1 or a 0, and Jax is the 1. You know, but it's not binary, and it's not that simple. But yeah, Dupree as an individual, definitely looking to kind of refocus ahead of what is going to be a long couple of months of counter.
Yeah, well, here's the facts, right? If you want to be the best team in the world in modern Counter-Strike, gone are the days of it being 1 or 2 players, gone are the days of it just being 3. The team needs to comprise of 4 individuals who are going to deliver, right? And obviously not all in the exact same capacity every single map, right? But you look at FaZe. What makes FaZe great is the fact that you do have a chance to see, well, obviously the trio of Brokey, Robs, and Twists pop off, but then Rain can do it. He had a bloody major MVP, right? You look at Na'Vi, as we just pivoted towards the top. Shouldn't be too many dramas here. There we go. You look at Na'Vi, when they were considered the best team in the world, you had Simple, Electronic, then Perfecto rose to power, becoming the new best clutcher in the world. And then you had Bit, who was popping off as well. And then, well, Boomich, sure, is the in-game leader component, right? You look at G2. You have, obviously, Nico, right? Monacy, Hunter, JKS, when he started performing, right? It's obviously not consistent for him either, but when he is, and the team is performing with those 4, they're looking great. And then you have Hooksy, right? So, has to be 4. Can't be 3, can't be 2, definitely can't be 1. Needs to be 4. And Dupree is part of that 4. He's not the in-game leader, right? The only one who is ever going to get a pass for that in this team is going to be Apex. And that's just the way it goes.
Yeah, and I actually think it's an interesting observation Apex made. It's one I've made myself about Apex seemingly having the best performances when Vitality are underperforming. Like, it's a correlation I'd like to explore. But yeah, I mean, he said it in his interview this morning, just saying, like, for some reason, every time I'm having a good game, we have a bad one. And why is that? Yeah. Conversation to be had. Insani, in the meantime, though, has been heard and just mantling around, holding towards Squeak.
Yeah, tickled a little bit there by the flames. A redeploy.
They've gone for these bonuses, like the bonus not rebuying on the 2 Mac 10s. It does imply maybe a top hit for finding some sort of use case for them.
I do like it on Nuke, right? There's certain maps where maybe it's not... Well, there's always a move that you can play, right? There's always... And the reason that you might want to take things a little bit slower here, whereas traditionally be like, what's Mac 10s? Let's go fast. Well, they don't have as much utility here. It's the first gun round. They're not set with the util as you are. Allow them to siphon through it, blocking Squeaky, blocking Ramp, blocking Heart with their incendiaries and smokes. And then once that's deployed, then you can now use the fact that you have that advantage and the Mac 10s don't feel like such a loss. Check this out.
Yeah, I mean, I was about to make a joke about taking Mac 10's yard, but Apex is not joking as he pushes the smoke exit, captures him. And so, well, with the smoke wall down, there's no confirmation as to who's crossed and who hasn't, but now bodies into Ramp. Turtle gets away with a frag onto Zywu, takes down the King, and more to follow is now caught on the reload is Henny. Dupree needs the multi-kill, but it's all fine in the MIBR camp. A double kill for Turtle on that Ramp hold. And Vitality, yeah, they were just testing the waters of the yard smokes and trying to hit that Ramp.
Well, that's a nice round to win right there, but there's plenty of cash available for Vitality to buy back in here, and they're not even going to prioritize the AWP on Zywu. They want to try and get things done with AK-47s aplenty. One even to be dropped across to Spinks here. I think Magix will be obliging in that one right there. And we'll see now once the full guns come out what the approach is looking like for the international squad. But the Brazilians do stand tall here, and that resistance that needs to be felt.
Yeah, Major's trying his luck out the squeaky door. He's going to be sprayed on down. Oh no, Insani! Ships in the night, they pass each other, he's behind you, he says! Magis gets 2 of the 3 required, but they're already down. All of that destruction, and now all it does is hinder this retake. What are you supposed to do? Unless, yeah, Turtle miraculously found 2 on that spray. Spinks immediate to find the rebuttal, and that leaves all on to Henny. Apex still has lobby control.
Yeah, Dupree's got Ramp, right? Meaning that nothing to be worried about. Apex has the vent drop covered off here as well, and Spinks can now turn his attention in case he did somehow make it down secret. So this is pretty much covered off, and he might be able to get away with this rifle here and may even find the timing on the frag here for Apex, who is considering the hut play, walks on in, and Henny will find the kill, but with only 42 points of health, I imagine save is his best option here. That was nice from Magix, wasn't it? That wasn't even the intent right there, you know. So he's selling the fake on the top pop, gets 2 kills. So you've done more than your job.
So what did they invest in order to constitute that fake? It was the front door smoke,
top hut molly, front door smoke. You got the pop flash through, yeah, and then he comes through, and then they kind of use the fact that he has that room and drop down the vent in there. So in that scenario, that could have gone really wrong. You could see teams when they're ready to predict that. It's a very common move for some teams to use. I remember, I think it was like Crystal, who was one of the first individuals I saw really coming up with this. He's now the analyst over there at Bad News Eagles.
Oh, cool. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, but they used to do that, and they used to get flashed out through that smoke, and it was really powerful execute. But then once teams know you run it, you just spam that wall adjacent with the hut, because that's the best pathing you can go for. And we've lost a player.
Where did
He's disappeared.
Wow, that is impressive.
We're doing magic tricks here.
We certainly are. AWOL, we're looking for him. Hold on a second. I think it's Spinks. He's actually under the desk right now.
Fiddling with the mechanic.
His mouse.
No. Okay, hold up a second. This is the thing with the wireless generation. There's always going to be... you never trusted it. No, you don't trust it. It's just, what's going on?
Are you really on the wired lifestyle?
No, I'm not.
No, okay. I thought I was going to say.
But I'm not a professional Counter-Strike player anymore.
Bro, I mean, my mind was blown. You see this dongle here next to that red mouse? Everyone's gaming with that bad boy. Apparently, you can get input lag. I mean, I know I'm preaching to the choir here because you play with Rushley.
Oh, yeah.
But apparently, you can get input lag if you just put the dongle in the PC. I've been doing that for years.
You want to get it on the desk,
Plugged it on the cable with the Ghibli. I don't know. I feel like I'm hitting more shots. Maybe it's all
mine comes up and comes through this little middle porthole here on the monitor, just sits like right here.
That can work.
Yeah. And I'm not going to worry about losing it.
But it also makes it really accessible for the charging cable. You know, it actually works twofold. Because it's on the cable.
Oh, is yours on the cable?
You just go,
boop. Oh, mine's not like that. Bing. I have a custom Ghibli.
You got a custom?
Yeah, mine's not. It's not, because the mouse that I like to use doesn't actually exist with a rechargeable. So I have a custom built 3D printed mouse.
That's kind of gangster, bro.
Yeah. The Valve devs liked it. They said, cool mouse. I was like, oh, that's nice to hear.
Yeah, you probably went to bed with a massive smile on your face.
Yeah, they liked my mouse.
Cool mouse.
That's cool, man.
I want to get one of those fancy new mouse pads. I was trying out Peacemakers. You know these big red ones players are using.
Yeah, there's Artesian.
Yes, but I was...
From Japan.
Yeah, studying that bad boy. And I was just thinking about how special of a mouse pad can it get? You know, what is the secret sauce?
I really liked it when they started sending out I was lucky. I've got a couple of them where they would start sending them out to pros with your name on it, your full name,
what,
like Chad Sponge. No, it was they were.
Oh yes,
yeah,
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
I had those
from Alberto back in the day.
Let's go. So we do have those rifles maintained. Extra investment on exit. He's actually put all his schmeckles into this.
Hasn't he just? Henny, there's already one past you, mate.
Nice. Fine. Exit, the element of surprise. Now perhaps that's going to bait them in. You're going to be so focused on one, might not clear your corners as diligently. Exit over the top of the boxes. They're going for more. They want to brawl, they want to biff, they want to have more. Zaiwu gets the info, jumping around, playing with his food. Henny stands and does not bang. Still exit, couldn't quite make the 3, but a double keeps it competitive. Those rifles, however, have fallen, and the round's potency will follow. Spinks has handled it over the edge of that smoke, and just that USP on Turtle. So
yeah.
This is going to be a bit of a walloping, isn't it?
No, it was exciting for a moment. So if that fight towards outside, if the pistol players had rotated over and tried to get involved in that, then maybe. But because all the rifles are now dropped on yard, there was no way back into this round. So great stuff from Vitality not to get too washed away. It will just be Turtle hanging out. Cowabunga, dude. Do you think he likes pizza?
I was totally in my own universe. Who? Leonardo da Vinci?
Well, I just meant Turtle because, you know,
yeah.
Ninja Turtles, they like pizza.
Ninja Turtles. Yeah. Have you seen the remake? There's like a live action.
No, I haven't.
No, nor have I.
I heard there's an interesting Ninja Turtles story because I've been death scrolling lately because I've been hating myself. And there's apparently this Ninja Turtles Ronin story. And it's apparently like it's one of the turtles. You don't know which one it is. All the others are dead. And he's like on some like revenge tour. It's meant to be like dark and
like
sick.
a revenge arc.
Yeah,
I'm
not
in.
so like cheesy.
I'm in. Like the pizza.
Yeah.
Here we go. Another opportunity for an early biff. Insani's going to have to think twice before taking that fight. There's 2 of them gunning for him. Spinks and Mages. Oh, yeah, it's just going to happen. Spinks well drilled on his crosshair placement. Sprays down Insani. Look at the lineup for Zaiwu just on the pixel. Gets them down. The wall of smoke's erect. And Turtle looking to wreck. Support, great timing on that incendiary. That should keep him safe. He can peek around that as well. Gonna have a bit of an obscured view from his adversary. Dupree aware, reveals himself, and this is the gap exit has to acknowledge. Someone walking on him. Apex, quick headshot, gets himself in. Magisk has the top side. Good timing on the hut push. And it leaves the rest of them wanting.
Way too easy, isn't it?
It is coming together real nicely for Vitality.
Walking all over them, and another opening pick coming their way here. So really starting to add those up, and we're already into round number 7. So running away with this one here as Turtle and Henny hope to get a little bit of... Oh my god. Yep, that's the end of that one for Mr. Turtle. So just Henny with the AWP here. The bomb, that's the only problem right now. But Zaiwu, he's going to do it all. Oh, okay. They know everything they need to know right now. They know where the AWP is. They're going to run at him. Okay, Dupree, great shot. And crisis averted there, as it will now be a 5-round lead, as it's likely going to be a half buy from MIBR. So this is not great. It doesn't feel good. I don't know what I could explain to people of how this could feel.
I mean, I think we all encounter feeling helpless at times, you know, and Counter-Strike gives it to you every day.
Have you? See, I know I learned yesterday you're a bit squirmish about sand.
Oh, come on, man! You're gonna bring up my sand weirdness.
Well, no, that's fine, because what I wanted to reference, because some people out there, if you've ever been surfing or body surfing in decent-sized swell, oh, we're already into A, another opener. Okay. We call it getting dumped, and it's not getting broken up with. It's like when you're riding a wave and you get thrown off the wave, you get dumped, and then what happens is you're kind of getting like thrown around underwater. That's what it feels like for MIBR now, because they're like almost up to the surface. That's a gun round, but then they get pulled back down. And
I used to do that deliberately when I was at the beach. I'd go and get myself dumped.
Why?
I don't know. I kind of liked the panic. I would just like, am I going to die? Maybe not.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's one of the worst feelings.
No, my parents would be perpetually worried, but I would just go and get into the tumble dryer. Eventually, I'd wrestle my way out.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But sand? No, thank you. I'd rather be in the wave.
Yeah, all right. Unavoid. Well,
just water and sand, man. Like water.
It's probably good you're in Malta then.
Sand. Yes, because the rocks. Yes. I can do that.
Yeah, no sand.
Like pebbly beaches. That's what we call them in the UK. Much more my cup of tea.
I'm really sorry, everybody at home, but this is going exactly as forecast, and there's really nothing we can do about it.
And I also don't want to lie to you and say this is insane.
No, it's not competitive thus far. It's been quick. It's been very decisive in terms of how Vitality have been winning a lot of these rounds. Most of them are over before they even get started. They're looking great in the opening kill department. There's only been 2 opening kills thus far in the first, what are we looking at here? 8 rounds of play, and both of them have gone in the favor of Exit, who's more of the clutch type player, right? So that's already showing you the difference there. But back into the guns. And, oh, Exit with a 3rd. Okay, so towards Yard is going to find that opening on towards Apex.
Ooh,
has been tracked.
Oh, he's not. No, he's not. Wow, just evades the spray into the top side. What is that? That's a very blind AWPer. And look how comfortable the spray was to finish.
They have to win this one, though.
They should, but they won't, as now Henny's lost. Insani an opportunity. Magis can wait as long as he wants. They've got so much time for this. They're crawling on him. He knows he's feeling the pressure. They're barreling towards him, or rather just breathing down the back of his neck. And
oh my God.
Disrespect.
Did you see that move? So Magis spammed the smoke as Spinks comes through it. So it's like if he is hiding in the smoke, the tag's going to come through, and it means it's also less likely that it's being considered because it's being treated as a wall.
Yeah, I love that.
That was just beautiful little team play there. Those little details of Counter-Strike that I really like.
And those are the details, you know, there's a reason we were besotted with the Fakey boys, because that communication, like that's a level, you have to be playing with the team for a while, right?
Yes.
And, you know, think about that vitality they have. You have to be able to ask for that or offer it. You know, it's not something that you can always be. It's like or you just do it in. You know, I can see your move. I know what you're doing, and I'm going to facilitate the best way in order to kind of make it awkward for our opponent.
You just mentioned a key right there with high-end Counter-Strike is offering, right? Because a lot of the time, right, one of the worst things, if you're in the position to make the play, and you're having to turn around and ask, does anyone have a flash? It'd be nice to hear, you know, oh, I have a flash, I can say, and that's like that is the high tier of players. Yes. That's when you know that you've made it. Because we used to live in a version of Counter-Strike years ago, right, where there was more puppet masters from in-game leaders having to micromanage everything. Now what it's about is instilling the theory of how you want the game approached into your entire team. So we have like teachers of Counter-Strike, which are the coaches and the in-game leaders who want to instill all of that with the rest of the team. But you also need to have that conversation as a team as what works for me. You know where the boundaries are.
Question: do you think we've lost a little bit of the, you know, back in the day we would almost frame it as like some teams, typically when we were more region locked, we'd say like different regions had different styles and approaches to the game.
Sure.
Because we do now, as you know, we've had our Astralis era into our Gambit era, where everyone kind of started playing percentages down to a science.
It's very default heavy, yeah.
Default heavy, etc. You know, we still have our Furious.
Sure.
Who even financially have like different approaches. Like we've seen them, they'll go for these kind of 2 rifle rounds, and they've got strats particularly designed for them. And there's always utility and consideration and distraction and chaos, pandemonium. But you know, do you think we've lost a bit of that, where the identity is there is a very clear right way for a lot of Counter-Strike now?
There is a more successful recipe than others, right? But there is still the identity of teams. Virtus Pro is a good example.
A very good
Fury
example.
is another good example. And I think that the thing with those teams is they are dangerous and they can win. However, will they be consistent? And
yes.
my answer to that is probably not. But their style can work, right? So you don't completely rule it out, but you don't expect it to be winning every tournament.
A la Virtus Pro.
Exactly.
Yeah, right. I mean, it works. They're always a contender, but they're not winning every tournament.
And you have to think about some of the teams in different eras of Counter-Strike and what they define. Like Astralis defined how well we use utility, right? But before that was Fallen and really embracing the idea of theory of Counter-Strike, coming from a region where they couldn't have the high-level practice, so more was about conversation. This is how we react, and these are the different moves that we have, right?
What did it lead to? The sickest late retakes we've ever seen.
Exactly,
in Counter-Strike,
right? Yeah. So all of this is now kind of culminated in there is a more efficient way to play the game. That's why saving seems a whole lot more prevalent in a lot of scenarios, right? But you're getting teams who are starting to shrug that and break that a little bit. There's another opening death stomach there as 2 kills fall towards the top side. They brute force their way in, and it's all the Danes. 3 big kills as Turtle finally will respond, but for how long as Spink says no, 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 and it's just Henny once more. I've already said that 3 times, and we're 10 rounds deep. But yeah, I think that the coolest thing right now is the teams who are the best at the moment, like the elite, in my mind, is FaZe, Heroic, and G2. And I think that Na'Vi, if MPL continues the level of performance and the smiles that we keep seeing on the faces of Na'Vi are true, then I think they are now back in that conversation.
Yeah, brilliant.
And the reason for that is, well, I don't think Na'Vi kind of fit the bill of the other 3. But it's about having a good default understanding of Counter-Strike, having strong individuals, as Henny is going to get some exit kills, but the round is lost. is to have a very good default understanding with very strong individuals to play within that.
Yeah.
But then it's about how many moves you can have, because you constantly need to show a different face and be highly reactive, right? Right, either being proactive at the start of the round or reactive to what's coming your way.
Yeah, and that reactivity is something that also is something you can, nurture. I feel like we've seen players improve in their reactions when under a good teacher or in-game leader and coach. But yeah, you can see Apex is having fun, and
sorry, I had to laugh at that one there. He's basically calling him out for saving, which is what he was doing to Blame F not that long ago either. It's like, you can keep your gun.
He just wants to make sure that he doesn't feel good about those 3 kills, because this one is an opening death for Henny. Congratulations, mate. You got 3, but that one, that looks like it stings. Nice find. Turtle and exit. Fill the feed for MIBR. That's a good chance, especially with Brando lingering in the lobby. Could perhaps destabilize. Dupree still on the silo and noted. Loud about that. Spinks has kept a little bit of pressure off. Okay, he's actually solved the whole problem.
Yeah.
The entire round felt competitive for a moment. A nice 3v3. Taking lobby, having answers, and Spinks has just said no.
23 kills on total on the MIBR side.
And you can get yourself to 22 with just Dupree and Spinks.
Yeah, so there you go. That was easy, 11 plus 11. And we just said Dupree needs to have a good showing. And this is a great team for him to farm not only frags, but confidence.
I'll tell you what, the 2 times table, the 10 times table, and the 11 times table, those are the ones I was really good at.
You like those ones?
I could do those
All
ones.
right.
Even the 1 times table.
That was a pretty good one as well. So here's the... Fnatic have course corrected over there on that B stream, everybody. If you want to check that one out.
Map 1, right?
They did lose map 1,
okay,
yes.
so we're going all 3 on that one.
But they're going in, they're playing Overpass right now, which is Fnatic's bread and butter. I would say that's Fnatic's best map. A map where they look really comfortable on, and then Ancient will be the third and decider over there, which will be required. Here, I don't think the same can be said, as Dupree will find the final, and we are just steaming through this one right now. But
comfortable.
Yeah, the winner of this game right now, Vitality MIBR, will play the loser of FaZe Furia. FaZe Furia is the matchup we have coming next on this A stream, and then later in the day. What is our last game on the A stream today? I feel like it's going to be OG Cloud9.
Yeah, we'll be going on that side of the bracket, right? OG Cloud9. It is today. Yeah, you nailed it. OG Cloud9. So that's going to be an interesting one. Given OG's, I would say that a convincing overpass up against Vitality, getting under their skin. Henny, aggressive, Apex bests him, and that's already an opening for Henny. An opening death, I should specify. In back-to-back rounds, not going to be feeling good. So just a distinct lack of the compulsory, that is lethality.
I'm going to tune back in when this gets a little bit more interesting. I'm just going to talk about what is interesting to me right now, which imagine if we get Cloud9 versus Big as the grand final of IEM Rio 2023, and neither of them are the major.
It's actually like a very valid, very valid.
Oh, and the final, I don't know how much has been discussed. It's only a best of 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not doing a best of 5. So I know some people, Prof, will be very happy with that.
At least we don't get the Striker tweet.
He only talks about round robin.
But yeah, best of 5 finals.
Does Striker not like the best of 5 finals? I thought it's Prof who doesn't like the best of 5 finals. Striker, I think he's like, whatever.
No, I just the Striker tweet about reverse comebacks.
Oh, no, I'm with you.
I'm
with you. Sorry, Alex. I was on a different planet right there.
All good in the hood. And the same for Vitality. You remember that Insani 1v5?
We need a new one.
Yeah, we do.
Insani, should you be saving this considering your history?
Think about that.
Look at the anime M4. Look at it. Look at it.
Gosh.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, and the same people that say, God, that gun is so beautiful, will say, yo, Source 2 looks like a cartoon game, child game.
Source 2, I think it's just, everyone at home, when you play Source 2, Counter-Strike 2, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, sorry, that was...
I still call it Source 2 as well.
Yeah, it's just in my vocabulary.
Because for me, it's just Counter-Strike on the Source 2
And also,
engine.
we said Source 2 confirmed for like, I don't know, 10 years.
Yeah. But just turn your digital vibrance down, guys. It's quite clear that Volvo have turned the vibrance up themselves.
Yeah,
so turn your vibrance down.
It's essentially, yeah, Volvo said, wait, so you're telling me that most of our player base are doing this? Why don't we do it for them?
Precisely.
Yeah. Makes a big difference, of course, especially in terms of just out of the box, it looking and feeling like the way most people play the game. Finances are limited.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, maybe Vitality could
lose a couple of rounds.
Well, if they could just package up their white flag and mail it to MIBR.
Hand it over. But this is it. The last hope for Brazil in IEM Rio is going to be Furia, which I think coming into this they would consider the only hope really anyway.
Speaking of only hope, it is just Apex and Zy with the only French attendee.
Precisely.
Wow.
Besides the audience.
Yes, besides the crowd. Now.
On their feet now. Loud now. Proud now.
And he's going to meander in.
Look at him go.
Main clear. And he might have some friction on this fight with Exit. Just responsible for the lockers.
Sorry, I'm trying to.
No, it's good. I think I'm just going to start saying weird things. Just going to maybe try and
start saying weird things. Oh, the timing for Exit. Oh, dear. Wait, are they I think they're considering it.
One of them was. They're coming behind him.
Oh, they're ready for it. They've lined up for him.
Madness. Imagine this is the round that it all falls apart and that second can come through. MIBR, they did win the 4th round of the map. And now a 2-on-2 that certainly is one of the more competitive rounds we've seen.
Let's do this in the next round, Alex. Because actually, hold up. Second round for MIBR right now. 37 seconds left on the clock. The MP9 in the hands of Henny. Exit in the heavens. One spotted Magic with the fight, and Henny's going to grab it. It's a 1-on-2 for Zywoo.
He's going to get it. Already onto Exit. Makes a meal out of the first spray. Still taps onto the head of Exit now. Putting it all on the line. Spots out Henny, and Henny clutches for MIBR. Finally, a taste of victory on their lips. As excitement exudes over the microphone.
Okay, so Rush, you can pick any player now, your choice, dealer's choice, and we'll go X-ray off, and we'll go with that player for the entirety of this round until they die.
Okay, that's cool.
That sounds like fun?
Yeah, okay. And can we do like the comms the player would be providing, you know, from what he's seeing? You know, maybe you can give him the IGL call.
All right. All right, boys, don't worry about it. We've still got plenty of cash here. We're up 11 rounds, all good. Well, we're sticking with the whoop. All right. Well, I'm trying to see what they're setting up for what looks like a. They're not doing any presence yard.
He actually saw Turtle.
Did he? He tagged
Yeah,
him?
he did. Just off that slither.
One ramp.
One ramp. Could have pushed.
Squeaky re-smoke.
I'm watching main. Oh, another smoke squeak. Yeah, I got ramp push.
You got my squeaky?
Yeah, I got ramp push. Yeah.
I'll flash you in. Flashing. Bomb.
Clear.
Yep, ready to smoke main. Smoking. Mulling CT vent.
I have flash. Nice. Oh.
Yeah. Guys, come on now.
I flash.
Oh!
Nice. One main.
He better clutch this. Otherwise, we've seen Zywoo do nothing this round.
Bit of an Orky Momo.
Isn't it?
Oh.
One dead side. I'm mollying heaven.
Imagine.
He's coming to no one. Oh, there it is. Okay, 3rd round for MIBR. There was a nice shot out of the whoop. You didn't do the accent either when you were coming just then.
What am I doing? Excuse me. Sorry, guys. I'll get to the next one.
All right, well, plenty of money here for the final round of this first half. 11-3, the current score. Would love to go into halftime with 4 if you were MIBR, but you can quickly see the direction that this one is going.
I mean, 11 rounds on T side Nuke.
Job's already done.
It is. It's like you know, you've dug all your holes you had to dig before lunch.
You packed your suitcase 3 days before having to go to the event.
Oh, that's a good feeling.
And now on travel day, you're chilled, you're relaxed.
Oh, man.
Okay, Apex. Well, you've seen you get space towards yard before. This time is no question, but the opening kill for Turtle. He pivots into that one. Does stop the search of the Pex, and now the in-game leader will have to sit back and pull the strings from the grave.
You can see by Exit's position that there's a lot of uncertainty about Yard. He's just responsible for keeping the topside players back safe. Henny responsible for that ramp hold. And Vitality, it feels like wherever they've decided they want to go, it's typically worked. Now, that top hit didn't in the previous. And Sani has been having a bit of a tough game holding on to this squeaky fight, and dupreeh this time meets his maker.
How was dupreeh not blind? Or was he?
At all, yeah, I don't know.
Must have landed behind him.
He wasn't doing the dance at all. Nice one from Zywoo. Look at the dings. They're both so low. Zywoo and Spinks on notice. It could and really should be that fourth round from MIBR. This damage control to have somewhat of a half. Loud down the vents, both of them. That's going to be a lot of information relayed, and the immediate reaction from Henny is to post up for the cross. Now, Smoke will perhaps allow...
Oh!
Spinks catches him posted up.
Cheeky.
That is a drive-by and a half. Now he's going to have an opportunity. It's a bit of a gamble. Left or right, flashes high. Oh, brilliant Vitality rubbing salt in the wound, unless... Yeah, no. Zywoo on the quick scope, and Sonic's going to be happy with that. MIBR in trouble, in jeopardy. And only 4 rounds needed from Vitality to send MIBR out day 2. MIBR here at ESL IEM Rio 2023. I was trying to see how many of those acronyms I could squeeze in before I said a real word, but I didn't get very far. I didn't. IEM.
Well, look, they're not going to get very far in this matchup here by any means. 3 rounds on the CT side. Apex taunting you on your saves. And this one here is quickly going down the drain for the Brazilian hopefuls on home turf. They'll be saying goodbye in just 4 rounds' time, and let's see how quick Vitality can take us there.
It feels like it had to be an Anubis win, you know, in order to have a competitive series. Oh, I've not seen a 17 before.
That's
it was 1 to 5 to start.
a high number.
It's a big one.
High number bad.
Big bad.
Low number good.
Yes.
It's like golf. 4.
Rushley catching the first frag. That's a good start for our ops team. Reno down, caught as well on cam. Can we have the puff? Oh,
no, that counted.
Okay, it counts. Okay, the death
because we got it
counts.
from the death perspective.
Okay, so far 100% success rate.
Can he get them all?
That's the question. And it looks like the bomb could very well translate into a 4th.
Oh.
Guys.
Well, they want to win.
I mean, maybe Magic's got a little bit of an inquisitive Insani, but they still seem rather static.
Still got 4 from 4, though. Could we be on for 100% here with the frag department?
Haven't missed a single frag. Wow. A world-class observer.
What a show. This is why they pay him the
bucks.
Regular money that he gets paid. And if you do want to donate to Rushley, we will be starting a fund. He is very good at his job, but we need to kind of pump those numbers up. They're rookie numbers, Rush.
Fugazi.
Okay, well, a pistol round is one way to start a story of a fabled comeback on home soil. The Brazilian underdogs against Vitality, one of the best teams in the world, led by none other than ZywOo, the best in the game. And it all begins here. Round after round, they place on the board resilience, clutches, teamwork, heart, all a part of this story.
And it starts with a clean
couple of kills from ZywOo.
Yeah. Well, this is really falling apart quickly. Second round, rifles in play, and already a flank in the midst. Dupree's going to be on the fast flank for Yard. Magus just needs to survive in order to allow Dupree to work. That bomb was loose, it's been spotted, and the frags from ZywOo have set them up for success here.
They've made the wrong call. Dupree might not even get a kill. There you go. Fortunate. A couple of AKs. That's what happens when you save some Kevlar. You can get yourself a FAMAS, you can get yourself some head armor, you get yourself all the good stuff.
I see.
Yeah.
So you're saying money good,
yes.
No money bad.
Exactly.
Okay.
And now with the no money, that's BB, is MIBR.
This second one as well, you really hope to see that trade come through.
How do everyone feel about BB No Money using the Counter-Strike community to elevate his record sales? What do we think about that? I think it's smart.
I think it's smart. I think hustle. Hustle is...
you got to do what you got to do.
We've got Denzel now.
Denzel Curry, yeah.
Unfortunately, though, I do think that having it in the game is making everyone start to hate that song.
Oh, yes.
I loved that song. I really did. I am the one, yeah, you're going to get respect up on the street. But now,
I'd never had music kits turned on until that song came out.
Yeah, but now when I get bodied by some 17-year-old Finnish face-it fragger
with an anime profile
picture, says, I am the one, it just makes me angry. Yeah, now I don't listen to it anymore. It used to be in the gym playlist.
You could turn the music kits off.
Yeah, I had to actually because I had Easy for Rents, whatever the Vercars one, for probably about 4 years.
Okay.
Like we're learning a lot about me. I think I just like to torture myself.
Yeah, sand,
Ents, sea, Ents, ZywOo, just having.
He's not going to get 30 this game, though, is he?
No, he's. They might want to let him, go and get as close as he can. Got to keep the woo. Oh well, there's the potential for at least 2 more.
Yeah,
they're ignoring him. I would too.
Come on,
there you are.
He might still get him.
Well, yeah, Apex has stolen 1 from him. Turtle. And the smoke off main, and with their limited resources, but essentially trying to avoid the woo. And Apex is doing the opposite. He wants the frags. Give me them. Give me those frags. He wants to try and get that even KD. Yeah. And a couple of steps in that right direction. All right, triple from Apex. Happy with that one.
All right. Well, that was a force buy from MIBR. They may as well force buy again. And again, for the next 2 rounds of play. 2,400 loss bonus into the next. They won't force by here. They're going to take a full eco. Then the scoreline's going to be 15-4. And then they're going to need to get 11 consecutive rounds to take this back to overtime. So you can just see how unlikely that sounds. And this is, look, it sucks for them being Brazilian representatives and they're not going to get past the second day of play. They're definitely not going to see the arena. Well, we are inside the arena now, technically, but the crowd. Yeah. And I know all of that really hurts, but, ooh, man, how many can we get?
That's 4, and the D goal for the A's. 50% of the way there. And the wallbang could have been a nice way to finish it. Spinks wasn't too far off on that one, but yeah, nice. It's a ramp player's dream, that one.
Yeah, running through a smoke with Glocks.
And I've got the big M4.
A tasty 30 bullets there. All right, well, all over Red Rover. As now that 11-round comeback needs to come through. But yeah, but this was very unlikely from the outset here for MIBR going up against a team like Vitality, right? They were obviously upset in their opening game to OG 1917 on Overpass. We brought you all that action. MIBR drew Cloud9, and they played them on Ancient in the opening game. And Cloud9... Cloud9?
Who's Cloud?
Cloud9. Cloud9, I think, on a bit of a revenge tour here. It's their J. Cranny villain arc about to ensue.
Which I fully support. I think they...
well, they need that attitude, actually.
Yeah, I think that's the attitude that they've perhaps been missing. Like, I want Cloud9 to kind of, through Counter-Strike, be saying, do you know who I am?
Yeah, I would like to hear... I want Shira to actually say that.
Yeah, that would be good.
In Russian, that's fine. Ooh, 2 nice entries here. Insani and Breno, the newer boys on the block. Well, they've been here for some time now. Cracking open the account here. So it's going to be left to Magis Dupree and Apex to see if they can close this down right now, 16-4, or will there be more to the play? Apex up in the rafters. Top hat Molly, he will grab that first. No, Dupree from the back of sight. He's going to drop into the smoke.
Nice play from Apex, using the extinguished sound as well to mask the drop. They might not be expecting that. He was on the rafters, and now he has to do a lot. Oh! Apex leaps onto the floor, gets himself a double, and are all onto exit. After all of their hard work, a 3v5, topsy-turvy, turned upside down. Oh, Magus, not ready for that. Trigger discipline, or just wants a clean headshot. Doesn't want to mess this one up. No?
Do it, Exit. What?
He's hoping he gets to both. I mean...
All right, well, he's getting an open runway here. He's learning what's clear.
Yeah, unfortunately for him, yeah, he's going to have to take it eventually to pick up that bomb.
Apex is low.
Could be the clutch. Up in the vents as well, not ideal. He's going to have to try and catch the perfect timing. Exit responsible for that plant, but still about 15 seconds to play around. That's a gift for Apex. He gets info and a smoke to climb up.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
This is... Don't shoot on the ladder, bro.
Wait for it.
Oh, look at the face!
Oh, putain!
Oh, dearie. Crikey.
Oh.
Well, they almost brought it back from a 3-on-5 situation there. So, valiant attempt.
Oh.
And we go again.
It's fun. I'm having fun.
Hope everyone at home's having fun too. That's what it's all about. Bringing you a good time.
Tell you what's going to be fun, Chad. We got 2 best of 3 today. I'm excited about that.
FaZe Furia.
FaZe Furia.
Oh, dear.
Sign me up. Sign me up. Tell your friends. Tell your pets. Tell your enemies. It's going down after this one. We might have a bit of a break as well, considering...
Oh, look at their purchase here. They're going to Tech 9 and a Mac 10 to try and stay alive.
Yikes. And it could end with this angle. This angle's so very potent if you don't consider it. They did. Flash off, and yeah, second flash good. Here we go. Spink's going to have to drop into the flames. He actually extinguishes mid-flash, mid-drop. But look at the lineup there. Damn, team kill. USP, what is happening here? 2 versus 2 as things will slow down for a moment. An exit on the edge of the smoke.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, his eye was just played a very nice angle on that one. No info for exit and no hope for Henny. Galil to defend his honor and to try and keep MIBR here in Rio.
Have a clutch.
To a 1v1, yeah, with only 10 HP though. He's going to have to dip down those vents. Magic's going to be in hot pursuit. And he has a need for speed.
Oh, he's faked it out.
Oh,
beautiful!
Yes! That is stunning! Oh, a lovely clutch.
Back-to-back one on 2.
Hello. That might ignite a little bit of a fire in their belly. And I think that's enough, Chad.
Yeah, broken the finances here. Put that one in your pocket. That's going to feel quite nice for MIBR.
Oh, man. Overtime confirmed. How exciting.
Wouldn't this be a comeback for the ages? As humbled now, Vitality will have to sit and just take out the pistols.
I'll give it 5 rounds before Apex losing their 1v1 is going to trigger him and he's going to do some crazy stuff.
We need a compilation of Apex just in all these reactions. It's a lot of fun. It's a roller coaster.
Humbled. This one just needs to be walked across the line. Some aggression from ZywOo's. Deegs put the bomb on the floor. Surely not. Oh, exit's low. And he hasn't got any help.
They're actually allowing him to leave. So he can grab it and get out. So that's
priority number one.
Yeah,
sure.
so I suppose in Sani right now, the issue he has is by making sound cues, it will alert them to his presence here. So he has room, sure, but what is he meant to do with it? Exit has retrieved the package and looking to make the slow rotation all the way back around yard. They don't have any smokes to assist with the cross. This would be the absolute worst way to lose this game, especially after 2 clutches in a row.
Yeah.
So let's hope and pray for their sake it doesn't end like this. But if he goes towards main, this position right here being highlighted from Apex should be more than enough to take him down on 31 points of health. USPs for Spinks and Magisk. The rest have upgraded pistols, and Apex walks into exit. So the bomb will be spotted now. Good information, but a better kill drawn back as number disadvantage here was a bit of an issue, but an issue being the time. 35 seconds, you got to get a move on.
Yeah, it could get really awkward if you wait too long now. We've got 15 seconds before things really do get a bit awkward. Henny needs this, does deliver onto ZywOo. Keeps him down. Watching this one go to 7 for MIBR. Now they have no one but occupying the lower side of the map. Should be a nice plant. Exit who got a bit hot and bothered on that ramp push, but still lives on at the end of this one.
They'll swarm Henny here together. You can see them all in top side starting to run his way. So maybe one and done for Henny. I expect him to lose to the multiple angles, and he will. So an AK retrieved, and there should be something else on the floor to find. That'd be nice to carry through a Galil for Magisk here. So that's 2 rifles, and that will help them in the next buy round. We saw what they did after they saved the armor on the pistol round. So this is going to help them try and finish this one off. Now, MIBR doing their best to make a comeback out of this.
And they got themselves a Galil as well. Lovely job, Lee. I'm in the market for some gloves, Chad.
Okay.
And I'm not particularly an expert, but if you...
Does it have to go with your knife?
Well, yeah, but I've got 2. Got a little case-hardened skeleton.
Okay.
And we've got a purple Doppler bayonet.
So I'm rocking these Broken Fang gloves, yellow band.
They do look fantastic.
And I take these out on the town with my Stat Track Butterfly Lore. So you can see the color contrast that we're going for.
No, it's very stylish. But if those of you listening, Twitch chat, I can see that, or Twitter, just send me your favorite gloves. I want to just shop around a little bit. I want to see what you're working with. I don't like those pink and blue ones. For some reason, very popular. But
you know what I didn't like when I saw in CS2 is I don't know what they're called, but just the gloves that are like
default
full
gloves?
black.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're called. They've got a name.
Okay, like like a slate.
Yeah, they're really cool. They don't look as black in CS2 because the vibrance has obviously been raised, so they don't look as cool.
Gray or an
yeah, so all right, well, here we go. The guns are out. There's a defuse kit for Magisk here. There's plenty of utility to work with, and it looks like a faster play for Insani. Out the squeaky door. He's through. He's in. Turtle with the opener. A second not to be found, and, well, the molly will do the job.
That's something. That's a lot for them to work with, and they haven't actually fully committed to the site, but expecting some CT aggress from elsewhere. Didn't have anyone occupying that yard position. Apex still there. They're going to go for this boost, the Furia boost, potentially. Unnecessary now. The smoke has faded and the site's theirs. I mean, it really don't have to do too much with this. Oh, yeah. Bullets go both ways through that smoke, and Apex catches one.
Hard now, isn't it?
With Molly, second successful. Exit has the lobby hold.
They're probably considering a save here, considering Apex's HP. And this is the thing, right? When you are in the position that Vitality are in, you feel that it's only a matter of time until you will win that round. And that is the most likely outcome that we have available here. So that's why you're not going to take risks in a number disadvantage retake of the top side where Apex is on 24 points of health. Oh, and Magic's now copying that nade on 19. So they will be holding on to their goodies. The loss bonus is built to a point where it is going to be 2,900 into the next, so there won't be any issues in getting out another buy. Dupree can buy and Magisk can drop one for Spinks. So that's all good. It's just another nice round for MIBR to put together. But it does feel too little too late. This comeback, I would say I wouldn't even say double digits of 10 because Vitality have already found 15. If MIBR get up to like 12,
yeah,
then there's a real opportunity, right? And as this comeback is still coming together, there have been 2 1v1s, right? We've highlighted those 1v1s that were won by Exit and Henny in back-to-back, sorry, well, 1v2s from Exit and Henny in back-to-back rounds. And this is it. It is going to be, actually, an MIBR timeout. So why not, right? Understanding the situation that you have them in here.
Ooh, yeah, I was wondering if Zonic was going to be saying much, but given that the fact that it wasn't one he requested, might just be a chance for Apex to kind of talk it through with the boys. You only need one, you know, and I think they're in a similar boat to you, Chad. They're not ringing any alarm bells until we see that kind of 12, 13, and the finances start becoming, you know, up for debate if you don't win that next round.
Like what happened to them yesterday on Overpass, right? That's where it became... Yeah, it actually was also helping to Furia yesterday as well on Ancient, remember?
Yeah, but thank you for the reminder, because I'm almost certain Vitality did have a domineering lead. How do I get that?
I think it was 14-10 at one point. Yeah, I think it was 14-10 at one point in that game. And then it kind of all fell apart there. It's hard to see the same situation happening here. T-side Nuke. I know that in the modern era of Counter-Strike, T-side Nuke is a whole lot more potent. There's a lot more moves, a lot better understanding. But it's, okay, a stack nade being set up here. Now, is this top of the silo or back of the silo? If it's back of it, it won't do too much damage. Spinks on top. Yeah, only chipped on down by about 30 points of health there. But you like the idea. Position Perfecto plays a lot as well.
Does it concede any information to know that there's people T roof? I mean, it's not like you can take any particular space.
And that's just like, that is one way to look for an opening pick without having to engage too much, right? So
like pre-smoke wall before you've done anything else.
And in this type of situation as well, it doesn't look like they did it, but in this type of round, considering the finances and they have to buy every round anyway, they could have left extra flashes at spawn as well.
Sure, that's true too. Apex, criminally undercleared corner. Hoping to find Breno. Yes, indeed. A lovely opening for the leader. Needs a couple more. And Henny, the one to put him on the floor. Across now. Bomb was spotted. Exit had it on his back. And, actually, Zywoo catches Henny before they get that descent. So they don't get that luxury of having a nice 4-on-4, trying to set up that plant. Zywoo's just getting these frags for free, just one by one. Turtle on the yard now down.
You see them win clutches before, but this is a different kettle of fish.
It is, and you can see how isolated the two of them are. Magus has got ramp on locked. The crosshair placement wasn't bad, but Magis the same, does deliver the frag, and now it's up to Exit to try and keep Made in Brazil in Brazil. IEM Rio, their journey ends. Day 2 at the hands of Vitality. A nice finish. And survival for the French roster, or the international roster at this stage. They will continue the lower semi-finals. And of course, that FaZe Furia game to look forward to as well. The loser meeting Vitality.
Exactly so here. And they should be happy with the recovery here. This is still going to be a long journey.